Okay, number 20, I'll go to the whiteboard because it's going to need a little space to get there. So, and we'll answer each question separately. So you're given a polynomial. This is, again, number 20. You're given a polynomial. And that polynomial is x to the fourth. Let's see, minus 2x cubed, minus 3x squared. And then you're given plus 10x. And then you're given minus 10. Now it says over here, answer each of the following questions, and you certainly may want to go to order, but what they're telling you is that they're telling you there's a root to the problem. And again, we will answer the questions. So one of the roots of the problem is actually going to be 1 minus I. And since this is a real coefficient polynomial, there needs to be a conjugate pair of this one. So it's going to be x equal, this is another root, 1 plus I. All right, we'll get to answer our questions in a moment. What I would do is say that f of x now factors into x minus the first root, so it's going to be minus 1 plus I, and then you're going to have x minus that second root, minus 1 minus I. Now what happens over here, I'll put a question mark over there. I do know we're going to get a polynomial there. It's going to be a second degree polynomial. But before I do that, which we will do, by the way, and then we'll answer the questions. Again, I'm doing some preliminary groundwork over here. I want to multiply this out, all right? Now, as I multiply it out, again, if you're quicker at this, that's fine. But if you're not, take your time. What do you get? X squared minus x minus ix. Then I'm going to distribute the minus 1 across, so what do I get? Minus x plus 1. I'll put that up here, by the way. And then plus I. All right, let's keep going. What do we get now? I'm going to distribute the third term, which is I, across those three terms. What do you get? Plus xi, or ix, I should say. It's a coefficient on x, by the way. That's why I say that. Let's see, minus I. And then what do you get? You get minus I squared. All right? And then again, this is a question, what goes over there? Let's just keep massaging it. And what do you get? X squared minus 2x. Then, of course, the ix minus ix, minus ix plus ix, there is none, right? Which is good news, by the way. So what do I do over here? Let's keep working on it. The i's disappear, and 1 minus an I squared is minus 1, that's going to be plus 2. Now, we have something over here, and someone says, I don't know what that is yet. Let's go for it. There's many ways to get it, but typically the way we do it in a classroom is by long division. So I want to put the work down over here. This is going to be side work. I'm going to take x squared minus 2x plus 2. And the work that we're putting down, I haven't read the questions yet, but certainly the questions are going to involve the work that we're doing over here. What am I dividing into? x4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 10x minus 10. Well, let's give it a try. What times x squared would be x4? Would be x squared. That's x4 now. Then you get minus 2x cubed. And then you get, let's see, plus 2x squared. There are many ways to do this. What a lot of students like to do is put a minus sign over here and then subtract through. What are you going to get over there? Well, the x4 disappears, the minus 2x cubed disappears, and then what are you going to get? You get minus 5x squared. I'm dropping the other places down. Let's repeat. What times x squared would give you minus 5x squared? That would be minus 5. What do you get? Minus 5x squared. Let's see, that would be plus 10x and minus 10. Again, a lot of students like to put a minus sign over there and subtract it. You get 0. So now I know what this question mark is. I'm going to go up and I'm going to erase this. I'm going to put that down now. And that's going to be x squared minus 5. All right, so looking at it, I got to answer the questions now. The first one says verify that f of, let's see, 1 minus I is a root, which means it's equal to 0. I want to point out that you could go through the arithmetic on it. I'm not opposed to it, by the way. And that's going to be, 1 minus I to the 4th power minus 2, 1 minus I cubed minus 3, 1 minus I squared plus 10, 1 minus I minus 10. But I mentioned, it looks like a lot of work to me. So I'm going to say, I don't think I want to do that. But you could. I'm not saying you can't do that. So I want to get my eraser out again. I'm going to erase this business over. I don't think I want to do that. What I prefer to do, though, is what I did up here. All right? So, if you want to write down, you don't have to be very verbose about this over here. But I'm going to say the work that supports this is right here. This work supports that that's a root of it. Why is that? Well, it's a real coefficient polynomial. This is the work. You can write that down if you want, but certainly it's kind of obvious it's a real coefficient polynomial. That, let me extend this up here. That if 1 minus I is a root, 1 plus I would be a root. And what I do, I divide through, and it's got a remainder of 0, which means it's a root of the polynomial. All right, so A is done. Let's go to B. What does B say? Since 1 minus I and 1 plus I are roots, well, we just discussed that, right? So it says we know that blah, blah, blah are factors, expand it. I've already done that one too. It's just, you might say by chance, but I've done that one. So where's that guy over here? It's right over here. So I'm going to say B, the work has already been done, no need to do it again. That expansion is going to be x squared minus 2x plus 2. And again, the work is up here. All right, our groundwork. Let's keep moving through. And next one says long divide. And we did that. All right, so C, we long divide. The work again is up here. And what do we find when we long divide? X squared minus 5. All right, we did long division. Let's work that. We're already done. Next is verify the factorization of f of x is a certain thing. Well, let's write that down. Let's see, D. They claim the factorization is x minus 1 plus I, x, let's see, minus 1 plus I, and then x minus root 5, x plus root 5. Now granted, what we did above really is a justification of it, but I'm actually going to go through it again, all right? So what do you mean you're going to go through it again? We already did this. We multiplied it out. Now someone says, where is that? It's right up here. We did x minus 1 plus I, x minus 1. You know what? I copied wrong. And I just want to make sure the notes are written this way. And I noticed that the notes are incorrect. Right? I got to make a correction in my notes, by the way. And I copied this. The correction in the notes is going to be, I'll erase this over here. And I'm going to say minus I. So I need to correct my notes. No doubt about it. All right, so I'm going to claim that we've already multiplied the first two factors out, and I want to point that up here, x minus 1 plus I and x minus 1 minus I. We've already done that. What did it turn out to be? X squared minus 2x, so write that down, and plus 2. We didn't multiply this out yet, but let's do it. X minus root 5, x plus root 5, you'd get x squared, certainly. You get plus root 5x, minus root 5x, they disappear, and then minus root 5 times root 5 is just simply minus 5. All right, I'm doing the work over here. So what do you do now? I'm going to multiply it out. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to distribute this term, x squared, across those three terms. And what would you end up with? You'd end up with x to the 4 minus 2x cubed plus 2x squared. And then I'm going to multiply the minus 5 across those three terms. What would you end up with? Let's see, minus 5x squared plus 10x minus 10. Let's combine them together. And we're trying to verify something over here. You get x4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 10x minus 10. Now, did I verify what they said? And someone said, what are you verifying? that we got polynomial that we expected to get. What polynomial we expected to get? We expected to get this one over here. Did we get that x4 minus 2x cubed? Yep. Minus 3x squared? Yep. Plus 10x minus 10? Yep. We just verified it. So this part's done. Let's go to D. Did I skip something over here? I think so. Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually E. D was factor x squared minus 5. I'll write that down now. And I believe this is E. Verify the factorization. Yeah, that's E. Let me go to F. List all the roots. All right, I'm going to put them down now. And it's going to be 1 minus I, 1 plus I, root 5, minus root 5. And I think I'm done. Let's go to the key and let's see how we did. All right. So in the key, I want to point out we got the work over here. We did the verification. I mean, again, I'm just checking these things out. We did the verification of this in the work. I'm looking at the key now. We'll say x squared minus 2x plus 5, plus 2. We did okay in that. When we did the long division, we got x squared minus 5. Again, I'm just looking at the keys. D, relatively simple. We got this one right as well. Let's go to E. E, I did verify that. The work is down here for you. And F says list the roots out. Certainly 1 plus I, 1 minus I. That's done, root 5 and minus root 5. And we are done. Thank you.